The logistics of warp speed.
No.
The tactical stupidity of putting your base on a monster-filled ice planet.
Lando Calrissian is an ideal version of Machiavelli's The Prince somehow.
No to both. Okay, something about Star Wars? What specifically?
Stella wants to talk about Star Wars, but she's making us guess the exact aspect. How improbable is it that all Imperial crew members have the same British accent?
Nay.
Something about how Chewie can fly a ship like a man, but doesn't have to wear pants like an animal.
That was a no.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Women. Nailed it. When you were a kid, were there Star Wars characters that you wanted to grow up to be? Role models?
Han Solo drives an awesome ship, gets the girl, badass space cowboy for hire.
Yeah, but Han's off the table.
Okay, Luke grew up in poverty on the farm, but through steadfast training and discipline becomes one of the most powerful men in the galaxy. It's the American dream.
The Tatooinean dream.
But Luke's out too.
Yoda, he's wise and badass. Obi-Wan's an immortal Jedi Knight. Boba Fett.
Now, Emily, what Star Wars character did you want to grow up to be?
Leia.
And Leia's off the table. You can't think of anybody.
No, I can't.
Because literally every other female character is a dancing space alien. In Star Wars, a boy can grow up to be a knight or a wizard. But if you're a girl, you have one good role model. But you better be born a space princess or good at space stripping, because those are your only options. Or you could be Luke's Aunt Beru, but what does she ever do?
Well,
And if you say anything like she killed the Emperor's son or brought Jesus to the Jawas or anything else that starts with in the extended universe.
Okay, let's name all of the women in the Holy Trilogy. Paxton,
Leia, Beru, Jabba's bluish slave girl, formerly animatronic but currently CGI Max Rebo singer, and the woman who gives the rebels the instructions in Return of the Jedi. Whatever her name is.
I'm sorry. Are we all just going to pretend that Paxton doesn't know that character's name?
the majority of those being strippers, that's like 3.5 women across 3 movies.
Still better than just one black guy in the whole universe.
What about Vader's voice?
Okay, 1.5 black guys.
The point being, Lucas, he's
sexist. His ideal government would be a phallocracy.
a phallocracy. Is that what France is?
Phallocracy. It's a government run exclusively by men.
So, in George Lucas's ideal future, you got all these species and races living together harmoniously, all working together, but no women. So does George Lucas want to get rid of women?
Well, he might not want to get rid of them, but he certainly has some profound issues with women. You put up Leia as a good role model, but even she is a terrible role model.
Whoa. Leia kinda kicks a lot of ass.
True, but let's talk about Jedi for a second.
She saves Han and Jedi.
In the middle of a rebellion that she's supposed to be leading because, oh right, 2 movies ago the Empire blew up her home planet.
How does that not command your respect?
Thwarting the Empire, crushing evil, and avenging her home planet, all of this took a back seat so that she could waste time on this impossibly convoluted plotline to save Han from Jabba's. Ooh, it sucks. My home planet got destroyed, but I'm okay now. I'm nothing without my man.
Ooh, that's a good layup.
What if George Washington had abandoned his troops to go on a side mission to rescue Martha from the Revolutionary War?
Did that happen? You're the only one here that would know that.
Wait, wasn't that what The Patriot was about?
Yeah, she goes to rescue her boyfriend, but he's part of the rebellion. She wasn't going against her gender.
No. Remember, Leia wasn't the only slave girl at Jabba's.
That's true. There were 2 or 3 more.
90% of Lucas's female cast.
And what does Leia do after she gets Han out?
Blows up the palace. Oh.
And everyone in it, including Jabba, and yes, all those poor slave girls.
She invaded his kingdom, she stole his property, and she destroyed Jabba. She's a terrorist.
Was Jabba a king?
He's a Hutt. A Hutt? Do we not have Hutts in our society?
I think he was just a crime boss, like the slime godfather.
She's right. Not about the Godfather. Leia abandons her people to stand behind her man, a lying, rude, rightfully imprisoned thief.
Vintage Han.
And once he's saved, it's all eat shit, slave girls. You get to die chained to the corpse of a big, slug, and salacious crumb.
And she is Lucas's only non-stripping female character. Abandons her people, gets kidnapped and has to be rescued by a bunch of men, like a cliche damsel in distress. Yeah, great role model, Lucas. You know, it might not actually hold up. Mon Mothma wasn't a stripper.
I knew you knew her name.
We all knew she knew her name.
Why would you pretend not to know it? What benefit does that give you?
Well, I wanted to be able to bring it out when it was like, ooh.
Yeah, was it worth it? I mean, giving it out at the last second there?
As it turns out, no.